Maybe they could, yeah.
It's not bad here, right? I mean, what sort of kills the Huskar in IG's lineup?
Not a whole lot. And I mean, this...
An Invoke? That's... Would, you know, Coswork sort of great against sort of the Pugna, Necrophos, the Wraith King and such, but it feels like an unlikely pick still. Because sure, situationally, you could sort of make an argument for here, but are Liquid likely to... I mean, I know that they have obviously a fantastic...
It's probably maybe because of the Chen. I think maybe because of the Chen.
That's the setup that...
Just like for them to have that... Okay. Well, they're still having some fun, clearly. So that's good. And it is, we've got Mind Control and Prophet. Yeah. So take notes, Bulldog people in the chat, take notes.
Well, would you say the best Prophet in the world?
Best Prophet in the world?
Best Prophet.
I actually think Bulldog is so good at Nature's Prophet too, though. So I don't know. I mean, it has to be Mind Control. Bulldog is probably up there, though. He's really, really good with the trance. Sorry, Donger.
Let's have a look at how well MC can do this game.
We've got this dual pressure lane, Wraith King Pugna. Trying to run down Matumba. They could get lots of kills on Matumba in the laning phase, depending on how Kuroki plays. See what they can abuse on this Visage. Mid lane, Miracle should be able to get some nice free farm.
Yeah.
He can't really pressure the Alchemist too far out unless he gets rotations over. I guess the one thing is like XSS has to maybe be a little careful of some Furion TPs maybe, but he's got the Coiling Blade always right off the bat.
Well done. See who can grab this rune. Ooh, Matsuma doesn't get it. Just gets sent back though. Kuro worried about sort of the amount of damage he was taking there, so Matsuma man will regen up in the fountain.
That's kind of cool, right? They go for the send back into walk-in grab bounty. He didn't get it, so IG will claim through. But there you saw the power already. The Pugna and the Wraith King, Visage and Chen just, they can't hold up for this unless some mistake happens. Q looks like he's waiting for a courier snipe in mid.
I'm interested to see if Miracle does get the courier sent out that early.
Oh. Stood in front of the creep wave with Treants and Avenge.
And this is, yeah, really so that Arash you're talking about with Avenge. Wave of Terror, plus just getting Treants and right clicks on aggressive. It's going to hurt on these early levels.
Yeah.
It's constantly spamming that way. To find him, and
the
Skeleton does lose his Troll Summoner.
Skeletons finish it off.
Melee Miracle. That's down to his last tango, and will be forced to skill the Skeleton Walk back. Did have it prepared. In fact, that little cheeky skill of it.
You gonna go for it?
Oh, that was very nice. I think he...
Wow.
Oh, and wastes a salve as well. Miracle with that outplay. I think he was holding on to that level 4 point. As soon as he sees Concoction being used, bam, levels it up and outplays him with the Skeleton Walk. That was neat. Neat little plays like that, getting him first blood and the solo kill.
And XXS probably took the stun a level, because he thought that he could get an opportunity there.
Because as we sort of saying, you sort of see a 2-3-0, you don't expect the Clinks to have Skeleton Walk that early on.
That was sick.
But Miracle saved the point.
That was so good. Up lane. Right click setting that up a bit too much. GH has this Fairy Fire as well as Wand Charges too, trying to bait them in. Matu is still farming really well down bottom.
You feel like in this lane he should have suffered a lot more.
I do feel so. I feel like they need to, I mean, they have to put pressure on Visage. As soon as Visage hits 6, that lane becomes a huge problem for IG.
Oh, top lane. They can make a go on to Q. They had the magic missile. Mind Control's got the stick charges. They'll just turn and beat him down. Mind Control gets the kill.
These two heroes have very good stack game between them. The Avenge as well as the Furion. They have some of the best stack game across all three as well. The Strength, the Agi, and the Int.
And the spawn line is we saw the sort of great thing obviously about having the Chen. You know, Matsuma man got a little low, gets sent back, TP's back to the lane, he's back up to full and ready to continue to soak up the glory of this bottom lane.
Yeah.
Now with the good levels, you know, Mind Control, he can get those phase boots out to him. And just keeping control of this lane is going to be even easier for the two of them. Just the power of having that first pick Venge.
And now with the last like 60 seconds or so, if they wanted to try to get on Matu, like you said, he got sent home, but also there was a tornado being sent, and it's up again. So that's gonna stop them from trying to be aggressive onto this Visage.
Matu's got the straight ring of hell, so he's got that extra sustain. Top lane, GH. They try and go for that bounty rune.
But Boca's...
And they've got the Sprout to hold back aggressive and Q. Same time, indeed, but Boca being chased by the army of Kuroki. Mind Control trying to turn his attention towards aggressive. GH on the man.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but Boca went for a point in Nether Ward instead of the decrypt that we tend to see. But we don't really see too much support Pugna anyway.
No. Yeah, it's only played in a very different capacity to how we're used to. And something that, I mean, I feel, what's sort of the downsides of support Pugna? Because you're right, we don't see it.
You don't get your levels.
Yeah.
It's the same as like most of those heroes that you want to get your early level 6. Your stacking's really weak, you're very squishy, you don't have a stun. So as a support, you can be a bit limited. It's similar to like with the Zeus support, right? Where you do tons of damage, but so it looks like with the first siege wave, they're trying to apply some pressure onto this tier 1 tower mid for Liquid. Meanwhile, Matu just stays down bottom, getting closer and closer to that Dominator.
And this is, yeah, a lot of damage early on. Onto this tier 1 mid, as you say. 6 minutes in and it's nearly gone.
Yeah, they've got the glyph available too.
And I'm going to make a go onto Miracle. They go in with the snowball, the shards. I don't think they've got detection. It doesn't look like they do, and that's going to be the tower down. Kuroki gets the last touch upon it. That's 3 heroes coming mid. They didn't have detection. Miracle gets to walk out absolutely free.
They don't really have the Tusk is their only ganking hero too. Like Pugna doesn't go make ganks. Very difficult for you. And now aggressive, getting bullied by Mind Control with the Treants while the rotation happened.
And Matsuma Man is halfway through his level 5 towards that 6. Certainly not sort of the slow start for Liquid that IG were going to hope they'd be able to enforce on them. Mind Control, as you say, it's the dream start for him.
Yep. Bottom.
42 and 17.
They look like they're trying to go for Matumba Man here. We'll get able to finish him this time.
Finally being able to put an end to him on this bottom lane does take them to 3 heroes. That rotation from Q.
I do feel like ideally IG, they really wanted that to happen earlier. They wanted to be able to do that at least once or twice before this 7-minute mark, because Visage is still almost level 6.
Top lane Mind Control trying to go with the outplay on aggressive, but aggressive does, of course, have the Ghost Shroud, pops a salve during it. It's that insane amount of health regen. Bottom lane, the dive, hammering onto GH. GH should go down, the snowball comes in and he will drop. Look at the kill on GH. Miracle coming in from the side. Just looking to see if he can find some pickoffs off the back of this. Trying to get in position to find someone, but SRF is already healing up.
And SRF is also 6, holding that skill point for the Reincarnate.
Miracle unable to find the kill yet. I mean, they can maybe try for SRF twice. If it goes too far down. They do still have Kuro and Matsuma Man here.
He is pushed very far now.
They'll try for it. And take him down the once, yes. Can they do it a second time? They should have a pretty good chance to do so. They've got the slow from Matumba, but there's the Decrepify. Nice play from Boca. Decrepify Netherward puts any chance of Liquid getting that kill.
Looks like he should have been okay just with the regular TP anyway, because they don't have any disable there just yet. They didn't have the Centaur or the Visage level 6.
Top lane looks to try and compile in onto aggressive. Q's there with backup. Does still have Snowball. GH and Mind Control. So be careful about how they poke at this. Just trying to get some damage onto this tower at half health at the moment, 8.5 minutes in.
XXX has gotten a lot of space though for Miracle moving around. 1800 toward that Radiance, top of the net worth. And I do believe it was at least a 2-for-2 bounty exchange in the last time too, so always benefiting XXS. So Visage, level 6, Dominator finished. A much more threatening presence now.
Spot him. As you say, with that Hound ready to push him. Fortification coming out. SRF still 2 minutes without that Reincarnate, so has to be a little careful. Mid lane Miracle trying to get in position to set up onto Q. It's got the quick snowball. Does still have a shards if there's any way of playing his way out of there, but there isn't. The damage is too high. Miracle finds the solo pickoff.
Miracle getting all small items so far. Treads, Aquila, Soul Ring, even getting a wand now brought out to him. So he wants to be the one making active moves around the map and just being that presence.
On bottom lane, trying to go for SRF whilst he's still without the reincarnate. They've got the stun control from Kuro's army. TPs are coming through though. Q turns to up to the fight as well as aggressive. As SRF, can he get away? Soul Assumption, not a lot. SRF will live. They'll turn with a Reaper Scythe kill. It brings down Kuroki after the Reaper Scythe, but he's still down. As Matumba Man will manage to make it away. So, reactions from IG, keeping SRF safe. Having them get a kill. Baboka, he's ended up pretty deep on his own here. As GH and Mind Control on a bit of a wild goose chase. They do manage to trap him up in the Sprout. And will find Baboka at least. So a trade, support for support.
He accepted his death. He bought the dust, and he's like, all right, at least I spent my gold. And they are making time. Time for their Alchemist, who pretty much has, it's pretty close to relic now.
He's making good time on it. We'll see on the net worth how it sits at the moment. And indeed, he's a step ahead with that maxed out Grievel's Greed. He's going to find that Radiance a good time.
They've only lost one tower so far, too. But that's gonna increase right now. Well, Liquid sets up for top with both Furion as well as Visage. Or Nature's Prophet, sorry.
Bottom lane. The collapsing past the tower onto GH, who's alone. SRF aggressive and Q. Find another now.
They can get this tower for themselves with the Pugna here.
Mid lane.
Oh wow, that mid tower was that low actually.
Tier 2 tower gone at 11 minutes, Miracle finds.
I guess XXS has been jungling quite a bit, so...
He's been keeping away from the lane.
Yeah.
Which is sure it's cost of his tower, but it has, as we've said, meant that he has been able to farm very well, undisturbed, can go pick up the relic.
It's like some of these few heroes that actually benefit from farming jungle that heavily. Like the Alchemist, the Medusa, Shadow Fiend, these heroes that can just clear it or get bonus gold so fast. But now top tier 2, very quickly brought down, as we were mentioning. As soon as they get the Dominator on the Visage, they get the 6, that's when they start looking to go for the Siege. And they're actually pinging the high ground.
Why
Liquid
not?
wants to go
We know
push.
how good that push is.
There's no Radiant still for XXS, so can they breach this? They've forced reactions.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
See Miracle. Hunting for action towards the mid. XXS does have the Chemical Rage on at the moment. It's not really the target they want to go for. And looks like the push will be slowed down by IG. Liquid starting to disperse. Miracle heading down towards bottom. Sees a tier 1 tower still for the taking.
You see that happening like good amount of times. People just... You see a 5-man push coming, they 3 people TP and then, all right, good, that's our job done. Go push out bottom, go for a Roche as soon as they reset, because there's still no Radiant.
I'm excited. Mind Control, he's just stockpiling the gold. He had the drums queued up, but can you think of anything crazy that he could be like, well, I'm just going to buy this instead with this amount of money I've got? Anything big, like a big wombo item that he could just pull out?
Hey, I've seen it by mech before.
Seen it by mech, I've seen it by Meteor Hammer.
For though he dies now,
He's still saving that money. Is he going to get the Death Set for the team? Looks like no, Klinks is getting the Death Set, so unlikely that he'll do that himself.
It's just going to be Orchid.
Okay, goes the Orchid instead of the drums.
It looks like he was deciding.
Yeah. Almost with that amount of gold, he's going to be very close to having it. Not quite there. It is going to be a quick one. Talking about quick ones, that is the Radiant stun for XXS.
Liquid knows that they don't want to take this to the later stages, though. They don't want this to get too much further. So with that Aegis, they're looking to breach fully now. Now this is not a, we're going to poke and force react. killing him was the double tornado from KuroKy from the Chen, but also the Vengeance Aura. That Vengeance Aura actually turned and killed him off. But IG hold successfully.
It was an Aegis push as well. The tier 3 tower is still alive.
Matu lost his birds at the start. Had to go for that resummon. And now this is scary. They need to get their lanes back out. Get a situation where they can actually go for those big pushes again. But they are a very reliant pushing lineup still on Liquid. This is not a good moment for them, not able to get even the tier 3. If they got the tier 3 and lost a couple heroes, then they can at least get some shrines, get some more gold going their way, but getting halted quite heavily by IG. Well, it looks like, okay, so it's one Blade Mail. I saw SRF had one queued up. He's gone for the blink though.
So you say, when are you expecting the Ags to sort of come out the Ag? Not for a long time. You don't.
Nah.
No, it is going to be sort of just still go for the 6 slot and then.
Maybe not full 6, but at least like 3 or 4 items. He's gone for the blink too, so they want to jump on top of Liquid, get that initiation going with both the Raking and the Alchemist at the same time before Liquid's ready for it. Because you've seen them, like, they prepare to go for that siege. If they can just jump in and start the fight, then it might catch Liquid off guard again.
Radiant's middle tower is losing its foundation.
Summer can pick up that full solar crest. She's the chance to desolate to done on Miracle.
Yep.
And Orchid on mind control. So starting to hit these items that are not only going to just help them with the push, but also help them just find the kills in these fights, which has sort of been the struggle we saw in that last attempt at pushing high ground.
Has he finished the Solar Crest? Okay, yeah. Because they have bottom tier 2, the bottom 2 towers, and they have they just have no vision here at all. This is IG's territory, and that's the best place for an Alchemist to farm. Mind control, going for a kill on Baboka top. Does not pop. Because the stick charges back off in base.
Miracle should be able to duck back in and finish this tier 1 tower. More money in for the team at Liquid. As they, of course, themselves at the moment only have